Welcome to the Tom and Frenchy Podcast, and what a glorious day.
Praise
the Lord.
Praise the Lord, Jeebus, and God, and the Holy Spirit.
All
Three
of the above.
Three of them, same person.
What have we been doing, Frenchy?
Holy fuck. We have had the best day ever, guys. We told you maybe 7 months ago we were going to go to Hillsong Church. You thought we were lying.
It was a dream of Frenchy's.
It was a dream
I was
of ours.
confused about the reason for the dream, but I went along with the dream, and now we've lived the dream.
We went to Hillsong Church just an hour ago.
I don't know a whole lot about it before today, but I do know that it's about 40,000, did they say? No, 20,000 in Australia, 100,000 worldwide followers of this particular church.
It
kind of mimics
sect.
the super church style of American church, I think it's fair to say.
Yep.
Where they've been known to fly out Justin Bieber, for example.
Yeah, they get some big names.
And Justin Bieber is within the church, I believe.
They get the best collabs.
Yeah.
They do. They're the H3 of churches.
Yeah, they're very modern.
And cool.
The preacher was wearing a suede jacket.
Before we go into the full details, I want to say we did not go just to troll the church. I grew up in a Christian household. I respect people have their right to believe in.
Do you?
In Jeebus. I respect
no one's
it.
believing that,
even
bro.
though it's wrong, even though God doesn't exist, that's okay.
I don't think
he may exist. Actually, I'm a agnostic. They may, but do you have the right God? Come on. Maybe not. I wanted to go to church to find out. I'm like, I rip on Hillsong in my stand-up special from last year.
So you wanted to see what you're ripping.
And I've never even been there. I was like, you know what? I have to go and maybe I've got it wrong.
Yes.
Maybe they don't deserve.
But our intention was a bit of a goof.
It was pure.
You can't say
Our
that it's pure.
intentions were
That's
pure.
fucking not
My
true.
intentions were
No,
pure.
you
Were
were
yours
satanic.
not? Yours not.
You're going in, you're going. It was fucking weird. Your eyes rolled back and shit.
It's called speaking tongues, and
Yeah.
it's very common in the Lord's world.
Okay.
So it actually was a pure intention. We weren't going to make fun of people.
That's what we were doing, Frenchy.
Okay, fine.
You're trying to make it sound good, but
It's
at the same time, that's kind of why else were we going there?
I wanted to see. You need to know. Know your enemy.
They're our enemy. No.
No. I actually want to see. I've heard about Hillsong Church. I'm interested in things, okay? There. We've got our disclaimer.
Yeah, you really smoothed it up.
Tom's
You're kind of like half owning it. It's weird.
I'm actually was interested
Interested in what?
in what goes on in the Hillsong Church.
Because you
I
want to.
I went to Scientology. I did the personality test 3 times.
It turns out you don't have a personality.
You're just fucking. You don't have a personality. What even is that called?
That's good.
You're just a hater today. Absolute hater.
I'm just saying you can't say we didn't go there. We weren't going there for educational only.
It's both.
We wanted it to be funny.
I can be interested in something and still find it funny. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's set the scene. Tom picked me up this morning, 7:45 a.m. Because we had a breakfast with our breakfast shirts.
Breakfast shirts. So they shouted us breakfast, which was very nice, and they gave us some new breakfast shirts.
And they do that with every purchase of breakfast shirts in the Sydney area.
You can go to breakfast with them.
You can go to breakfast with them?
Yep.
Don't even joke about wearing your dinner shirt or lunch shirt.
That's
They
right.
don't like that.
Don't fuck around with snack shorts. That's right, baby.
Breakfastshirts.com.
And Legends, really nice.
Use the
guys.
promo code Tom and Frenchy or something like that.
Yep.
Get 10% off. Yeah, really nice guys. Really nice guys. And they've got big things in the work. We're hoping to do a joint shirt, but we'll get into that later. So we had breakfast with them.
Had a nice coffee buzz.
Nice coffee buzz.
And I said to Frenchy, it's a Sunday. We're already together bright and early. Do you want to do this Hillsong thing you've been talking about?
It's the Lord's Day.
Exactly.
The Sabbath.
So we decided we might as well. I felt weird. I said to Frenchy, what do we do when people recognize you and come up? What are we going to say we're doing there?
I said just we want to be priests and we're just vibing it out, seeing if it's worth doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could say that there's going to be a flood and we're building an ark. Is anyone interested in helping? There's plenty of options. Let's see how you can go. Hey, what are you doing at
Shouldn't I be doing
Church.
it?
No, you need to figure out some things to say.
No, because this is
I had
your
plenty.
idea.
I had
That's
plenty.
why I was asking
I had plenty
you.
planned, but you didn't have any planned, did you?
I'm going to play the fan. It makes more sense.
Oh, you're a pussy. You're a coward.
But you're the one who wanted to go.
It's not
That's
a
what I'm
fan.
saying.
It's like you're a random dude. Hey, welcome to Hillsong Church. Is this your first time here?
Why would you assume it's my first time?
Just haven't seen you here before.
There's a lot of people here. Why would you see me specifically?
Just the general cut of your jib. You know, you were
Racist.
well. You
Racist.
We got word you followed a boy into the bathroom.
Fuck yeah, I did.
I'm just wondering what you're doing in church. You're not
That's
wearing
my
pants,
priest
okay? That's why I
application.
talked to you.
Yeah.
That's why I talked to you. I was not worried at all.
And Frenchy's
about-
like, our fans aren't going to be at Hillsong. What happened straight away when you went to the bathroom? when we
oh
got
yeah,
there?
that was weird. Okay, I went into the bathroom. Firstly,
Followed the little boys in.
no.
The prefix that you followed them in.
Firstly, I go into the bathroom and the coffee hit me.
We
I
had
don't want
the
to.
coffee from
I
earlier.
don't want to turn it dirty, but it was a bit of my
Oh,
butt.
Jesus
there was
Christ.
a bit of dropping the old kids off at the pool, as they say.
It's more of a waterfall.
No, there was.
You're squirting the kids off at the pool.
We're doing euphemisms or metaphors.
Yeah.
Putting some carrots in the sink. I don't know.
But I'm saying yours was more of a squirt than a drop.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of relevant euphemisms.
I hear, I didn't tell you this, someone clapping along to the music. As soon as you enter the church...
You didn't tell us about the fans first.
I'm getting there. There's a lot of backstory for people. Some people, our listeners, have never been into a church or a Hillsong church. So I want them to get every feeling, every emotion, every
Right.
memory. So we walked in the church, music.
So we walked into the foyer.
Foyer, that's right. You're dead right. Foyer of the church is music. It's a great vibe, great energy. I go in the bathroom. Someone's loving the music so much they're clapping while they're at the fucking urinal. I swear. They're like enjoying the music. I get out of the
Clapping their
toilet.
dick to their leg or something? Or
No.
just standard clapping? Okay, standard clapping.
I go out. I'm looking for the sink to wash my hands.
That's not like you.
There's 2 8 to 9-year-old boys there. They go, Frenchy, what are you doing here? In the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I'm just leaving. So I just left. I didn't even wash my hands because I didn't want to hang around the bathroom with children.
I wish I got a video of you leaving.
They
the
might have been
bathroom.
11. Okay, I don't know. They looked young though, didn't they? I went out. Tom was getting a coffee at the cafe there, and they come over.
By the way, I didn't appreciate us walking in together and you leaving me by myself straight away.
It's a church. It's the most
don't
safe.
appreciate it.
It's not bloody Baghdad.
I
It's
don't
not
know,
like
man.
we've got to
watched a
look
lot
out
of-
for IUDs, brother.
I've watched a lot of docos on Scientology and I'm scared that they're onto me straight away. They know that I'm not one of them. And they're
It's
gonna.
a church. They're very welcoming.
So Scientology.
Nothing's going to happen.
The
What
Church
did
of
you think was going to,
Scientology.
if you're left by yourself?
They're gonna go. He's not one of us into some kind of recorder.
He's alone. Let's
Yeah.
get him.
And then I'd be scrubbing toothbrush, like toilets with toothbrushes.
You'll be scrubbing toothbrushes.
Yeah, on my teeth. I hate brushing my teeth.
And that's what they do when they catch you, is they make you scrub toilets with a toothbrush.
That's right.
That's not a thing.
Agree
That's
to
not a
disagree.
thing.
So after you fuck the boys in the toilet, what
No.
happened?
So I left straight away. They come out. I get a coffee with Tom. They come over. They go, Frenchy, can we get a photo? I'm like, no worries. They go to this
One of their youth ministers, I
youth
reckon.
ministers that look like,
Yeah.
and made her take the photo. She was about 22.
Yep.
Seemed awkward. Seemed like, how did these boys know the mulleted man with
Yeah.
the mustache?
Is he their dealer?
Is he their dealer? And I go, oh, I know these kids. I'm their teacher from school.
Yeah.
And she just accepts it because why would I lie about that?
Yeah.
Then I did the 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, the barracuda with my hands while getting the photo. Lol.
With a bunch
In
of children
church.
in church. A Catholic church, that's fine. You can't fuck around with that shit in Hillsong.
Yeah, but no one would have known what that was. And you can't really be like, oh, look what he's doing. Look over there. No, because
True.
then it's like you've
You
shown,
know, yeah.
you know. So that was the very start. And I knew it's going to be a good morning.
Then I noticed they had a merch stand. Checked out the merch. There was nothing Hillsongy enough for me.
If you're not getting church merch, did you even go to church?
That's it.
I know when I go to church, I'm like...
I would have loved like a Hillsong, big letters, like ironically wear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ironically.
I've signed up.
I'd like a hat.
Yeah, make church great again.
Make church great
Yeah.
again. And so the campus we went to wasn't the main one, the hub.
We were in the city campus.
We went to the city campus because it was near breakfast. We're like, you know what? Let's not drive an hour to go to church. But so it wasn't as big and as intense as what we've heard the Hills one is. But we think we may go back to that one if there's like a cool healing on or something like that. Or
but I don't think you need to, because what we experienced was like a screen that live fed to that church anyway.
Yeah, but you got to be there.
Yeah.
So anyway, Tom, take us through entering the church.
Okay, so we kind of knew what was going on. Like, you could see it and hear it. There was a big song situation with there's probably 6 main people at the front of the stage singing, playing instruments, and then there was like a backing group, and there was a few other kooks around, and they were doing full churchy songs. Everyone was like putting their hands up and fucking getting into it, singing along. They've known it before the words came up on screen. It was a whole big fucking thing.
Their hands, like, that's what's like the first thing I noticed was all the crowds, the congregation, their hands were in the air, like trying to reach to
the titties of the ladies.
Titties of the ladies in front of them. It's like they're trying to reach the back of their head to stroke it.
Yep.
It was almost Heil Hitler type salute.
Yeah, some people go in the one arm.
Some people
which is
did
not
one arm and they didn't spread the fingers. They did outstretched 90 degrees. It was very Heil Hitler.
You have to go double.
You have to
Superman.
You have to go double, or you have to like cock the hand a little bit so it looks like you're trying to do a high five.
Absolutely.
Don't point the fingers.
Yeah, there's too much pointing fingers. And we tried to go towards the back, obviously, to blend in, but it started off with the songs, and then it kind of went to this guy who looked like Santa Claus in a suede jacket, like cool Santa.
He was a cool Santa.
Slim, handsome Santa, but very greyed out in the hair department. And he kind of brought us in.
Good head of hair, though. Good head. He was a hot minister, like an older, like a salt and pepper,
just salt, no
55. Kind of like how how Steve Carell got hot again, and everyone's like, he's looking hot. Yeah. Kind of like that vibe. Like that's a confident old man. Yeah. More grey. Just old, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of did some shit.
But the fucking band is amazing. So I grew up in a church world. The band I saw was just pretty, like, it was like fucking 5 people. It was like, and it was like, oh fuck, I guess we got to do it. I swear they held tryouts for this one, and they picked the most attractive people in the church. Which, is that a Christian thing to do? Yes.
I don't think that.
The Lord liketh them pleaseth.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an image thing. It's brand. They're on top of it. They know what they're doing.
They were formed like a pop group, like S Club 7 vibes, because the singers. There was one guy who was the bad boy. He had like a goatee type. He had his arms out.
He was AJ from Backstreet Boys.
He was AJ from Backstreet Boys.
Guy Sebastian was
He
the lead
looked
singer.
like he would do the rap verse. Then there was Guy Sebastian. He was a...
Guy Sebastian used to sing in a church back
he still does, I think.
Does he? Yeah.
Hillsong.
Does he?
Yeah, but
oh, shit. That was
in the other one. At the other one. That's why we got to go there.
Bro.
And so then there was like a black guy. What sort of hair would you say he had?
Who?
The black guy who was singing.
I didn't even see a black guy.
He was really cool. He was really cool. He was like the trendy kind of token because everyone else was white, but he was the best singer. He took lead in the pop group. And
you talking about Afro guy?
Yeah, Afro guy. It wasn't like an Afro though.
It was sort of. I think he was Asian, by the way.
Yeah, black Asian. He was.
I reckon he was Asian. He might have been black Asian, but he definitely.
And then there was 3 white girls, very church hot. They were church hot.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what church hot is.
Okay, yeah. Then yes.
So you don't grow up in the church world. You don't know. That's a church 10. That is a church 10.
I thought a church 10 was like 8-year-old boy. No?
I was trying to... Oh, I don't know if that's what you think, Tom.
That's what history has showed us. It's not what I think.
That's a church.
That's why there's a council looking into them.
Okay, I was going to try to steer away from that because we're trying to keep it positive.
I'm saying Catholic, maybe.
Because we're trying to keep it positive today.
Are we? Okay. What else happened?
And I want to say it was a very nice energy in the room. Like the salt and not salt and pepper, Father Christmas, Hot Father Christmas, he gave his sort of opening address with the music underneath, so it sounds like, oh, fuck yeah.
And then it rose back up.
And then it rose back up, and they hit that fucking chorus again. Like, oh, fucking yeah, God.
People are so into it. I got a little clip of Frenchy getting a little bit into it.
I was dancing. It was a good beat. Oh, yeah, so the band. One bass guitar, 3 guitars, electric. No, 2 electrics, 1 acoustic. Motherfucking 2 keyboardists.
Yeah,
How the fuck do they need 2 keyboardists?
Then there was the United Nation of chorus at the back. Like
it was the most...
Yeah, it was like a real mix. It
was the most eclectic group of people I've seen at the back.
One chick had a little plaque that said Latvia in front of her. It was the United Nations.
United Nations choir, but they hid the choir right at the back and they made them shadowy, like you couldn't really see them properly.
They were the uggos.
I'm not saying that.
You can say it.
But I think it was weirdly arranged. And yeah, so Tom mentioned the screens. This is important. There were 3 massive LCD.
Really good setup.
Flat
like audio visual on point. It was all filmed. Camera switching was real good.
Incredible.
It was really good.
Like Christians are good at their fucking...
That's because they got the money, motherfucker.
Oh, God gave them the money. Did they pray?
No, the people.
The people did.
Yeah, the people gave them the money.
Okay. That was the next part of the service, the collection.
So I actually took the collection slip and I got it in my pocket. So this was on every chair, and I thought it was going to be a pamphlet about the church.
Yeah,
when I picked it up. And on the front it says, "Home and others, and God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others." So that's like, you've got enough, motherfucker. Give us some. And so it says ways to give.
That'd be such a better slogan. You've got enough, motherfucker.
Ways to give. We've got a picture of an iPhone. It says app. Download the Hillsong Giving app and select your campus. A picture of a laptop online to give with credit card. Then it's got a link. BPay. Direct deposit.
You can BPay to a church.
Envelope. You can just put money in this, and it's got credit card details on it. So if you don't have the money, you can get a high interest from the bank to give them the money, and then you can pay the bank back with interest. So it's got amounts. So it's actually got options.
I'll BPay you, church.
This faithful contribution enables Hillsong.
Oh,
Jesus.
Tom.
Oh, no.
Tom.
That wasn't a racial slur.
That's racist.
Hillsong Church to function over and above your tithes? Tithes? Is that a word?
Tithes.
What's that mean?
It means gifts. It means donations.
Hillsong Foundation, Nation Builders / Missions, Hillsong TV channel, Hillsong City Care, other. So I think you can say where you want your money to go, which is interesting.
Well, I'm just going to BPay them. Tithe is 1/10 of annual produce or earnings.
That's right.
Formerly taken as tax for support of the church and clergy. 1/10? Fuck off.
That's a lot.
Fuck off.
And can you claim that back as a tax deduction? So we're fucking paying for that.
1/10.
So they're giving, say they earn 100K, they're giving 10 grand. And then we're paying it back through tax.
Oh, those sneaky motherfuckers.
The
church doesn't get
fucking
taxed.
Bullshit, bro.
That's crazy.
They're like Amazon and shit.
That's why they got the fucking LCD screens, the movie theaters.
Yeah, we paid for that shit.
We paid for that shit. I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Yeah, we should have started taking shit.
I'm taking it. So we're sitting there. I'm embarrassing Tom because I'm making sick jokes and he's not even laughing.
So the idea is we're not there to clown on him, yet Frenchie's laughing when there's a woman crying on screen out loud.
No.
That's exactly what fucking happened. Like such a disrespectful.
You made it sound bad. Without the context, it's bad.
What's the context?
Okay, well, there's a lot of context. Firstly, she puts up her hand saying she's a fucking dragon.
No, but that's not context.
Well, that is context.
That's less context.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, can we get to the crime bit, or do you want me to explain it all now?
I'm just saying.
Because it wasn't about... It sounds like she was like telling a story.
You can think something's funny without laughing out loud so people know that you're clowning on their religion.
Essentially, it was after the sermon, and he invited her up and said...
No, she was on stage already.
She was on stage, and he said, you need to just talk about the church and where you see the direction of the church going. That's what he said to her. And she just had to do an improv Jesus chat, and she starts crying during it. Like, oh, just blessed and praise God, and starts crying.
And you laugh out loud.
I did laugh out loud. It was funny.
You did that a few times. So I'm saying you're not being respectful. I was blending in, being a good citizen.
But you
were clowning on, and you swore real early on. You were like, "What the fuck is this?" There's like fucking people dancing.
He's taking me out of context here.
We know the context. The context is we're in a church we don't go to, and we're clowning on it.
As opposed to the one we do go to. Church of... I don't know. I don't
know what you're saying. But yeah, what happened after? So there was big screens. So there was these money forms, plus on the back behind the preacher, there was the same information, like how to donate. This is where you go. This is what we want.
That was on for about 10 minutes on the screen. But as they're talking about like...
And they passed the hat.
Giving and blessing.
Bucket.
It was a bucket.
Yeah.
And even just random stuff that's not to do with giving. They just still had the screen up saying this is how you give your tithe. Your fucking 10%. 10%!
Yeah.
Yes. Yeesh. Tell you what. That's
where
more
we
than
want
the pokies take.
Yeah. So guys, if you enjoy this podcast, just give us
10%
of everything you earn.
Everything you earn, and you can claim it. The Church of Tom and Frenchy. You can claim it back. just say Frenchy said it's cool. I'm good for it.
Taxmen like us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fans.
Oh, yeah. Then so after that comes the sermon, and it's fucking
it was dull, bro.
Boring.
So they've got all these lights and flashy shit, but it's still the same as any church in terms of what they do, which I find so lame, is they get like maybe a sentence of the Bible and interpret it in a way that suits that service. So it's like, John said, I like salad. And by salad, he means, like the lettuce of our community. You are the cherry tomatoes. And God is the balsamic covering all of us. Like, you know what I mean? They just fucking talk shit. And it's like, I swear you could get any book and pull unrelated context into something else. Like, if you got like Paris Hilton's autobiography,
yeah,
you could go line
This is what
line.
she means by that and make it sound smart as fuck.
Like make it relevant. He was talking about like it's fucking... It's boring. It was boring.
And that's the crazy thing, is that this book, none of it actually is the word of God.
Oh, of course.
It's all authors writing what they interpret, and most of the stories in the Bible aren't proven.
Yeah. Oh, of course not.
But anyway, But
like I get the point of it in terms of back in the day, people would have been running wild. What's the meaning of life? Killing each other. We've got no rules. We've got no guidance. People need structure. People enjoy the community. There was a real community there, so I get that side of things. There is an emptiness to life. Like
life's empty. I get
the meaning of life, so it's kind of nice to feel like there's more to it. So I get all that, but it was still just amusing to see people fucking dance to this bullshit.
And that's why I say I fully do respect people choosing that, because life is empty. Life's meaningless. And so it's nice to have a God or something to believe in to make it seem like it. Like I've got fantasy football. That's what I do.
Yeah, and it's a community thing. Like you do fantasy football with other people. It's a way of connecting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same for the church community.
I'm not saying fantasy football is more fun than going to church, but we don't have sermons.
I don't like sport, but that was
sermon
boring.
About Tom Brady said he kissed his son. He's the one who kissed his son.
Fuck yeah,
quarterback.
That was fucked.
That was so funny. So the sermon, I could actually probably do most of it for you guys.
Yeah, can you tell us the kind of premise overall with the
stuff? The
the
big topic in the church. Fuck this. We can't do this whole whole podcast about.
No, it's interesting.
Okay.
So there was he had 4 services that he was going to deliver.
Essentially, the whole theme of the church is make church great again, make Christianity great again. But they
called
it something else,
yeah.
a revival. Yeah. But that means the same fucking thing. They're getting their Donald Trump shit on, and
it's all about money, bro. They need more people.
Make church great again, and then he started going some shit as like, oh yeah, back in the day there was 4 things that defined your personality: bile, blood,
black
spit,
bile, yellow bile,
and semen.
Nope, didn't say semen.
But he said those other ones.
He said it with his eyes.
If you say bile, you're like enigmatic. If you said And it was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Then he starts going on how everyone's either, and he had these props because he's a prop comic.
Yeah, I was saying, I wrote a note that said, this guy's religious carrot top. Because he had this like examples of the types of people, but he also had the thing there, which was so unnecessary.
The best part is, so this is how like depersonalized it is. The speaker wasn't even at the church we were at. They had a video link to him from a different campus. That's like mass globalization. That's so unpersonal. Is that a word?
Impersonal.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them.
But it was like the feed was pretty good. Like the text,
mate.
the tech side was solid, bro.
Tech side was quality.
Yeah. I was impressed.
If I was still at film school, I'd try to get a job there.
And they did it pretty well. Like you can sit knowing that we had to stand for some bullshit as well, like in our area.
We had to stand up to applaud him onto the stage, and
the
he
whole
wasn't
start,
even fucking
we didn't
there.
talk about that. The whole start with the band, everyone was standing.
Oh, you got to stand, and but we had to stand up to welcome the guy onto the stage, and he's at a different fucking church. He can't even see us fucking applauding him. What the fuck was that?
That was bullshit.
And then he would ask questions like, "What do you think of this?" And go, "Yeah," but he can't
People
even fucking hear
were
us.
calling out. Fuck, man.
So, and then it pretty much his sermon was like, everyone's either a piece of wood, firewood, a dragon, or a spark plug. Which one are you? Who thinks they're a spark plug here?
So he kind of explained it more.
And then Tom wrote, I saw his note, it said, what did it say?
I don't know.
Spark plug, more like butt plug.
Yeah, that's what I was showing you. It's so lame.
It was so funny. Me and Tom were writing notes the whole time. I've got one note in my phone. I'll post it for you.
What's my note?
I'll read it to do it justice.
I wrote, this guy's just flexing on people saying he's a fire breather.
Yeah.
He's like, dragons are fire breathers. They say things and it scorches the audience. I was like, dude, that's a weirdest flex, bro.
And then they had prayer points, and someone's like, pray for me because I just bought my first house. Like, that's
everyone
a flex.
liked that as well. They're like,
that's a flex. Like, show off. Pray for the cunts who don't have a house.
Fuck
that's
yeah.
probably,
pray for me, bro.
Pray for me. Yeah, I wrote a lot of notes about this.
Yeah, so basically, spark plug's obviously the person who ignites the fire, like subtly, and without them, the engine doesn't work. So if they're not there, nothing works, no matter the power.
So
fire breather just comes in and like it's
spark
a preacher.
Plugs, like they're like Pokemon. One's Pikachu. That's a electric Pokemon.
Yep.
Dragon, Dragonite, obviously, and then was it Firewood?
Mm-hmm.
You need the wood Pokemon.
Yep.
So that would
Firewood
be
was the people who give
man.
money and listen.
The Ent.
And everyone was Firewood pretty much.
But what I find interesting about the sermons, and anyone, I think a lot of our listeners would have had to deal with a sermon at some point. Weddings, school, church. I'm sure we got listeners who go to church.
Not anymore.
They're generally always boring as shit. And even the most hardcore church goer finds it boring as shit. It's base personality. It's still boring. Like, you look around the room, 80% were like nodding off. They're like thinking of other things. You know what I mean? Some people were taking notes.
Yeah, the lady next to me was fucking jotting shit down.
She
had dates.
She had dates.
Yeah, like, this is the sermon, this date. This is the notes I'm writing.
Oh, fuck yeah. What if she was bootlegging it?
What do you mean?
Do you ever see it? Like, what if people bootleg sermons? Like, they film it and then they play
Fuck yeah, legal.
Sell it.
Yeah, I went to Bali. There was like Hillsong Sermon 4. I bought that shit. Fuck yeah. It's so stupid.
But anyway, so the sermon finished. Essentially, Mills, what, about an hour for the whole service?
Felt like
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then it finished. We're like, let's get out.
Wait.
Oh.
You got to say it earlier.
Okay.
So it
got good, guys.
Early on, we spotted someone's back of their head.
Back of their head.
And Frenchy said, I think that's my mate. And I know the same person.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, I think it is. But it's one of those back of their heads. He could turn
it's
a little bit further.
Back of the head.
And it could be a completely different person.
It's one of my best mates from high school. We used to party a lot together. I used to live with him, and I still see him once a month.
And he actually introduced me and Frenchy. Like, we met because of this guy.
Yeah, he knows Tom from Canberra.
Yeah. So
let's give him a false name in case we embarrass him.
We just won't give him a name.
Roger.
Okay, Roger.
Roger.
So we saw Rog, and we were like, "Is that him?" And throughout the sermon, I was like looking over, checking out his profile, seeing if it was him, seeing if he was into it. And Frenchy sent some messages. What did you send him?
I was surprised to see him in like obviously Hillsong in Sydney. He lives in Wollongong and he's a bad guy. Not a bad guy, but like he likes to party. Like especially he used to. He was doing shoeys before me.
Yeah, he's a wild dude.
He's a legend. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a mad dude.
Anyway, so yeah, I sent him messages because I wanted to see if he'd check his phone. I tried to ring him. Lol.
Yeah, tried to ring him straight away. We were looking for a reaction, like the look at the pocket. Couldn't really see anything.
10 a.m. What you doing, big boy?
No response.
And then I wrote mountain tune.
And when I saw that, I was like, what are you fucking talking about? But that was your way of saying Hillsong.
Hillsong. That's so shit.
Fuck. Mountain tune. He didn't get it after. So anyway, the sermon was coming to an end, and Frenchy was like, I want to confront Roger.
Yeah, Rog.
And I was like, dude, he's obviously here with a chick. We could see a chick
with him.
He was
there.
I was like, dude, I don't know if we should. Like, it's kind of dog. Like, you are the last person he would want to see at Hillsong.
Tom gets embarrassed hanging with me in nice situations.
No, I feel like you're a bit of a dick about it.
Yeah, but
he was obviously there. He might have been there for good intentions. I didn't want to clown on him because it's obvious we're there to clown.
You're there to clown. I'm not.
You were there to clown, bro. You're a liar.
But he's like, so obviously I had to wait for him. He was one of my best friends. Waited for him. I hit him. I go, yeah, Roger.
His face was like he's seen the devil himself. Like, you are like the devil in that place.
Like, there's a famous story in the Bible where Jesus comes back to life after 3 days in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like when he saw me. He was like, what the fuck are you doing here? The last person he expected to see and wanted to see.
Absolutely wanted, because he was with a girl and he was being a good boy.
And she seemed like a really nice, straight,
She was
Christian
lovely.
girl. Very nice.
She introduced us to
all our friends, made her feel very welcome,
and was trying to like get us to come to lunch and try and get us in the church and be really sweet.
Yeah, it was.
And then Frenchy said he had $700 for a house party that he wanted to spend on drugs.
I said my housemates wanted to spend it on bags.
On drugs.
Well, they said they could get $700 worth of alcohol, or they could get 2 and a bit bags. It's like, what would you do?
And then me and Roger locked eyes, because when you said drugs the first time, we were like, does this guy have no fucking idea where he is? Is this guy like autistic or something? What is he? Why is he saying this in church? And then he kept on going, bags. You know, like 2 bags. My friends love bags. And I was like, oh, dude, you got no chill. There is no tact about you.
Would they even know what I mean by bags? They'd probably think shopping bags.
Well, you said drugs first.
They probably
said bags. They're not fucking special.
Shopping bags. B, you think no one in the Bible got on the bags? When before David versus Goliath, you think he didn't rack a cheeky line or two?
Bro, maybe in the Mexican Bible. What? They got coke over there.
Bro, David had to fight Goliath. You think he's not racking up?
Bro, the
he's going in sober to fight a bloody giant.
I don't know if you do coke, bro.
Yeah, you get that little buzz on. What would you do then?
I'd do ecstasy and make it all about love, and I'd fuck the shit out of Goliath.
Ecstasy.
Fuck yeah, get those giant balls on my chin.
Or like now you're explaining it, and like I didn't even read the room at the time.
How could you not? They were like the churchiest people, being very sweet, and we're just trying to be chill. We're trying to look like we're not there to clown on them. Was what our group message was from us.
That's not clowning. I would talk about that even if we met them, and if we met them at the pub, I'd say the same thing.
That is so fucking. Of course, you could say it at the pub. We're at church.
Church, but there was no kids around. Did you have an 8-year-old in your pocket? Is that why?
Even I would have more tact if I had an 8-year-old not to say that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, looking back on it, okay, maybe I wouldn't say it again, okay? Looking back on it.
So I'm saying...
Fine. Okay, you got out of me. You happy?
Yeah.
You happy? Fucking hell.
I am happy.
But also, this is what, like, shits me about you, Tom. And our listeners would know this. We spent 2.5 beautiful weeks together learning about improv comedy. And our listeners know there's one rule. Yes, and.
Yep.
You support your teammate. You support your improv group teammate. You don't throw them under the bus.
What I'm saying is...
You go, oh, fuck yeah, maybe we can get 3 bags. Yes, and.
But the thing
Let's
is,
get some
the
ketamine.
difference between us, I know when I'm performing and I know when I'm trying to blend into society.
Life's a performance, Tom.
No, it's not.
If there's an audience or friend, generally I'm on.
Yeah, because you can't connect as a normal human.
I can, but do I want to?
No eye contact.
I do. We and Tom had this conversation the other day. I don't often do eye contact.
He does that thing. You know a guy, everyone knows a person who like kind of looks at your forehead or like around your eyes.
I shift a lot. Well, I only know because...
And they just stare at you, but it's like a bit above your head and you're like, is there something wrong with my hair or something?
Sometimes I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh, you should look in their eyes now. You haven't done it for a while. And then you like lock eyes for like a second and it's weird. It's like, why are you looking at me in the eyes, you weirdo? I don't know, but it's...
That's why we do the podcast front on.
Yes, I don't have to look at his beautiful eyes. So that's our church story. 36 minutes in. Welcome to our international listeners. We forgot to do that. Jesus loves you. God loves you. Yahweh loves you. Muhammad loves you. They all love you.
That's right. And if there are any Hillsong listeners, man, you do you.
Thanks
you
for
nice
having
peoples.
us. Thanks for having us. And
we were hoping to see some healing.
I was hoping it was going to be weirder, to be honest.
Me too. Less boring.
We may...
I did say it would be boring in an earlier episode.
We may go back to if there's a big healing or big event on.
Yeah.
I would like to go back to the main one, to the hub.
If your nut gets big again, you had a problem once where you had a hernia in your testicles that grew like the size of a grapefruit.
Yep.
If that happens again, can we take you in and see if they can heal it?
I would love that.
That would be amazing.
We thought because when they do healing, you get to say, oh, I need to be healed, and you can request. And Tom just did on my Insta story, said I tried to get healed for having a tiny penis.
Yep.
Unhealable.
Yeah.
What would you try to get healed for?
Giant head.
Giant
just
head?
a bit small.
Yeah. Nice.
You make me normal, and they'd be like, no, sir. Nobody can.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
I would like... What else could they heal? I got quite a... I don't know. I'm pretty damn hot.
Yeah, true. Like, don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke. I'd
That's
like to
the
have
one.
longer arms. Really long arms, like 9 foot.
Piece of spaghetti. Spaghetti boy.
Yeah. So.
So we've got another important thing. Are we done with Hillsong for now?
We are done with Hillsong.
Let us know if this was interesting or you're just offended.
Yeah, if you liked us doing a little expedition.
Because we'd like to do more expeditions.
More adventures. We've got a lot of adventures planned, and if you guys like hearing about them, we'll do them. If you just want the...
I tried to hit up the
classic
person
content
for the colonic, but they didn't get back to me.
The colonic.
I thought that could have been a weird experiment
that
for us
one
to do
is
together.
Bonding. Good. Leave us a comment on the YouTube videos. If you listen in the
podcast,
ears,
you can chuck a review and tell us what you want to do.
And the Facebook page, we'll keep posting some shit you guys
on
can interact with there.
At Tomo Armstrong and at Sunger Attack.
This is growing great. This is really getting really good. We've got a nice harem of listeners right now. That's like a sexy wife cult.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, so Tom and Frenchy harem. Because I don't like Tom's children. It's too weird.
I like it. I like it
Course
real
you
good.
But yeah, we're also thinking we're going to try to pump out surprise weeks. You'll get a second episode. We'll
try.
We're
trying.
Yeah, we say that a lot.
Yeah.
We talk a lot of shit, but we finally backed one up. We went to Hillsong, so there you go.
It's looking up. It's all looking up.
What was the second thing, Tom?
The second thing I would like to talk about is there was a movie out this week.
Yes.
Quentin Tarantino's movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, are we going to do spoilers to warn people?
We won't give away the end, but we will talk about what is in the movie.
What to expect.
So
our overall opinion on the piece.
It'll be a fairly comprehensive movie review, but it will not have
spoilers.
The end spoiler. Just keep skipping through if you don't want to hear it. We have very strong thoughts about this movie.
So Frenchy messaged me. I was actually going to see it on the Friday night. You must have seen it on Friday.
Yep.
I was going to see it then, but I didn't. Then I got a message from Frenchy saying, "You've got to see this. I've got very strong opinions."
Yeah, I do.
And I'm kind of stitched up that he fucking told me to go see it because it was shit and it went for so fucking long.
It is so shit,
And
guys.
to preface
it is so
like,
shit.
I like Quentin Tarantino movies. There's some great ones that are really good.
Yep.
So I wasn't going in as a hater or anything.
Yep.
I wanted to like it. I always want to like a movie I'm going to see because it's escapism. It's fun to
Yep.
like something. I'm not a hater, but fuck, dude.
That's the
That was
problem
a
is
struggle.
people are going in with expectations of Tarantino. You almost like every movie he's done.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, it sucks so
Yeah,
much.
bro.
It's so fucking boring. There's no fucking plot.
That's
It
it.
makes no fucking sense. That's why in all the trailers, you watch them and you don't know what it's about.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's
like,
why, because it's not about fucking anything.
Yeah.
It is such a waste of fucking time.
long as fuck as
Long
well.
as fuck. Oh, it's so fucking
But
self-serving.
I mean, it's up to me.
Holy
I
shit.
shouldn't have gone in expecting a storyline. That's on me. I went in thinking there was going to be beats of a story and character development. Dude, that's an assumption I should not have done.
There's so many scenes in the movie. Like, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm sure it's gonna come back
around.
into it, and it's okay. I get.
Fuck.
No, there's a random scene where he talks to this little girl, this 8-year-old.
No reason.
No reason.
What about Brad Pitt has this backstory of killing his wife? There's rumors about it.
Never comes back.
You see a scene where it like alludes to it might happen. Never comes back.
Lol.
Never helps his character. Never makes you not like his character. Never adds to his
Never
character.
comes back. You never find out. Oh,
It's like, how many stars can we put in a movie where nothing happens?
it's amazing because as soon as I got out, I'm checking the reviews. It's on 85%.
I
From
did the same
critics,
thing.
from audience. No, that's a fucking 15%
wrong,
film.
bro.
That is fucking trash.
It was not good. And I'll tell you what else. Quentin Tarantino famously has a foot fetish.
Yep.
There were so many feet shots.
Was
Did you
there? I
notice?
did not notice.
You
no.
didn't notice. There was a scene when Margot Robbie's in the movie watching herself. She's got her feet up. They're dirty. They're taking maybe 40% of the screen. Another shot, the chick when he's giving her a lift, Brad Pitt's giving a hitchhiker a lift. 40% of the screen, dirty feet.
Wow, I
It was
do remember
throughout,
that one.
bro.
Yeah, the hitchhiker one. That was a lot of feet. I thought that's
He's got a foot fetish and he put it in as much as possible.
interesting.
Like, it was in there a lot,
He's-
dude.
My theory behind it is that people have already said Tarantino's a genius. Everyone knows he's a genius. So if you don't get it, you look like an idiot. You can't be like, oh, that's shit. It's like, no, he's a genius. It's good. You're just wrong.
Yeah.
And it's a very like, that movie's made for film festivals. That's made for, I don't
Not
fully.
even, but.
No, that's what film festivals love. They love no plot. They love
No,
just,
not
oh, there's
always,
just some
bro.
scenes.
Like, it didn't get in Cannes or anything, this one.
But that's like, it's like a reviewer's critics movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking shit, okay? If you disagree with us, leave us a comment. I will happily debate you.
I feel like it was
fucking-
just for Quentin, that movie. Because
That
he
movie.
loves Westerns. He's
Yep.
known to love Westerns, right? He's like obsessed with them. And there was a lot of recreations for no reason of Westerns and this and that. All these movies that Leonardo DiCaprio's like character was in just so he could recreate stuff. So I feel like it was just for him. Like, it wasn't for audiences. It was just like...
And they even expect you to know history to find it good. There's something that happened 50 years ago.
I knew that whole story. to
Tom
be
knows the
fair.
whole story. I went
and
heard
saw it
of
with
it.
my girlfriend, though. She didn't know what was going on.
I know a lot about things, okay? I've heard of that story. I didn't know the full story. I knew there was a Charles Manson who was a killer.
I knew that.
That's all I know.
I know that.
How
whole
can you
thing.
not set that up? And apparently the family was in it. I didn't realize till right at the fucking end.
What do you mean?
The Manson family.
Oh, right. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know who the fuck they were.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
fucking hippies.
Yeah.
And so
But
there
like-
will be... Okay, there's going to be spoilers in this
But
because
at the
it's getting me so annoyed.
But at the same time, like, that wasn't even a strong plot point. That wasn't really
No.
tied into the story at all.
What happened at the end made no sense. Why
But
that?
fuck, it made me laugh.
There was a really... Okay, the
It
end,
was
the end has a
ridiculous.
really cool scene. There's like 8,
A
9
scene with
minutes
a can,
where you're like, this is Tarantino. That's
Brad Pitt in a
fucking
can
cool.
of
Yeah,
food.
Yeah.
but that was fucking...
That
it was
scene
almost so ridiculous.
Is
I was
incredible.
laughing out loud.
But then there's 2 hours before that scene where you're like, what the fuck? Why didn't you just do that scene the whole movie?
Yeah.
Holy... Yeah, that scene was amazing, but the rest of it was so trash. Oh... Even just Margot Robbie was in it. Old Margot, we love her on this podcast. She's
gorgeous.
The most attractive woman ever created in a lab. She does make me believe in God.
Yeah.
She does. Oh
wow!
Because if God created that, He must only God could have created that. That is
it's nice.
incredible.
Great
and
actor.
She's a great person. She's Australian,
you know
down to earth. Yeah, she's got a.
You know her?
Yeah, Margot. Me and Margot, we just catch up. She wants to be in a collab. She's like, put me in a video, Frenchy. I'm like, Margot, you got to act. Things. You got to learn how to act first, love. But yeah, I don't have no idea what her role in the movie was. Like literally, she
was playing a real person.
She was playing a real person.
So do you know the Charles Manson story now? That wasn't it, by the way. What you saw wasn't the whole thing.
That was like an alternative ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I looked it up. And
yeah. Because I've seen a doco on that actual situation with the killings of the Manson family.
But like even there's so many plot holes, which is just so basic. It's just really bad writing.
Yeah,
I thought plot holes are bad writing.
It was like an ode to old Hollywood. It was an ode. I thought that
ode to shit films. That's what
I thought the
like Hillsong was better. The service we went to today was more interesting than that fucking movie.
Let's not get carried away.
No,
actually, it was shorter. It was shorter, so it was better.
They were all firewood in that movie.
To be honest,
there was no dragons
in that movie. I honestly could have walked out.
I wanted to walk out,
but I wouldn't because it's just a weird thing to do. But it was so boring. There was like a lull 3/4 in. Well, there was a lull the whole time, but you were like, "Is this still going?" 3/4 in.
Oh, yeah! Wow, I cannot rip on it enough. And
I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
I want to talk about it next podcast again, just so
what
we
do
can
you mean?
With all the spoilers.
What do you mean? We're not talking about
just
again.
rip. I'm going to talk about every podcast how shit it is. Every podcast how shit it is. Once upon a time in fucking Hackville, because it was a fucking hack movie.
Nice.
I should have blown up once upon a time in Hollywood in Crappywood.
Nice, got him. Wrecked.
There's just so many bad points, and it's only been out 3 days now, so I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen it, but you just watch it and then you can get on our level. As you're watching, you're going to be like, Tom and Frenchy were right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tonya hated it as well. Like it wasn't just me.
Yeah, everyone in the movie did.
Yeah.
Everyone in the movie did.
Yeah.
I
can't believe it had such a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
No.
I was surprised by that.
And it was funny because I was ready to, like, people came out, the Jet Li's daughter. Not Jet Li, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, his character was ridiculous.
So Bruce Lee's daughter...
It was almost racist,
Bruce Lee's daughter came out and said, I don't like the way Bruce has been portrayed.
It was
a few other people who knew him have come out and said that. And I'm like, oh, this is just PC bullshit, blah, blah, blah. No, it's racist. It was fucking racist.
Bro. He was like, oh, yo.
It's disrespectful. It's like,
yeah.
It's
like, whoa, dude.
He's like doing his sound effect.
There's like a scene where Brad Pitt kicks his ass for some reason.
Brad Pitt's a 50-year-old stunt double. Bruce Lee's in his prime. Somehow they get into a fight. Brad Pitt wins. Fuck off.
And there's no reason for that scene, just to show that Brad Pitt's a badass.
Just no reason. Just to have
Quentin just hates Bruce Lee.
He must hate Bruce Lee. Yeah. Bruce Lee must have fucked his mum or something. If I was Bruce Lee's son and they were saying my dad lost to old Brad Pitt, I'd be like, what the fuck? If you're using real people, no, you can't do half the. That's the problem. Half the story's like real, then other half's like, we're just making this up.
Yeah.
Like, that would fucking shit me. Because it's not like if it was like a James Franco comedy or Seth Rogen, you'd be like, yeah. Dude,
expected.
Bruce Lee, whatever you want. But you're sort of like, you're pretending this is what he was like.
Yeah.
It's like, and the noises,
yeah, it's very funny. But I think Bruce Lee did make weird noises.
Yeah, he did. Oh, I've seen the movies.
Oh, man. Let's just see if I can get up a little bit of our Hillsong audio. I forgot I recorded it.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I recorded a lot.
And then we can keep the review going.
So I think
it's been a double review show. Once upon a time, I need to... Someone come up, help me with like how to say that is the worst thing of it. This is when the girl's crying. We will not be satisfied without your love.
This is the lady with the soccer mum haircut first.
Oh, soccer.
To speak to your manager.
Yep. Fill us again. She's saying, fill us again.
With your big hard
and I nudged Tom during that. I was like, yeah, she's talking about penis.
Fill me with your love. Ah! Full coming. She had a cigarette after this.
No, and the next one is the woman who cries, but it's just...
You might be able to hear Frenchy laugh.
A church that is alive. And maybe areas or ways where it's been covered before, but this light is meant to be there to shine.
That was you laughing.
We are the church.
I think you laughed straight away when she started talking.
No, because she started crying.
She started crying straight away and you started laughing.
She had like... It was funny, but like it was...
I see a church that's standing in all of its beauty and all of its glory.
In all of its beauty, all of its glory. Margot, sorry.
Shit, man.
Oh, Margot Robbie. What an
Woo.
angel. What an angel.
Do you reckon you could do a sermon?
Yes, fuck oath.
I
Could
wish
you
I
do a
had
sermon?
Classical rock.
Could you do a sermon?
Yeah. Like they were doing.
I actually love one Christian song. It's so hooky. Back when
No,
I used to
we're
go
not
to
playing
church.
it.
Yeah, let's play it.
No, we'll get claimed, bro, for some
Oh,
gay ass
yeah.
shit.
Who's going to claim us? God? God's
So
putting in a
stupid.
claim. Jesus.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, Once Upon a Time in Trashville.
Nice.
It was
You
just
had a
so...
bit for that one.
Oh. And, like,
Yeah.
I love Leo DiCaprio,
Oh,
too.
he's the
man. And it's
And
just-
like some of his acting was great. Like he was
yeah,
real
he's
good.
always going to be a good
Exactly,
actor,
but it's like, dude, you're trying to polish a turd.
it's just a bad script.
Did you relate to the storyline?
No.
You sure?
What was the storyline?
So it's about like a guy who used to be like really
A
popular,
cowboy?
and then like
Oh.
he's slowly like trickling off, and the younger people are coming up and like overtaking and stuff.
Is that what that was about? I
I'm
honestly
just
didn't
stitching you up.
I
Bro.
didn't even know what it was about.
You didn't even get it.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. Heaps mean. That's mean.
Yeah, I know. All right, I
I
found
sold
a real.
more tickets this year than I've ever sold, so suck my dick, Tom.
You always say it, bro. You always go, oh, not 2012.
Oh,
Frenchy.
well, no,
You always clown
2015.
yourself.
I always troll myself because there's no... So, if you... On this podcast, probably know me and Tom make a lot of videos. We're legends on the YouTube world. Facebook is when we peaked is 2015. We fucking... Every video I dropped went viral. It was fucking insane. And so I always like tease... Will troll myself by saying that was my peak. And it probably was my peak, but stand-up tickets-wise, I'm selling a lot better this year. So
That's good.
I can sleep at night again, which is nice.
So I found a story this week that you will really relate to, which I found interesting. It might have been last week.
Hmm?
A primary school teacher has been sacked after being outed as the foul-mouthed YouTube rapper MC Devo.
Fuck off.
So this is like an English guy.
MC Devo is a sick name
Yeah.
too, because that's short for Devon, for sure.
Yeah.
He's a raps about Devon. I've seen him.
Devonshire, yeah.
No, Devon.
His name's
Like
Darren
spam.
Devonshire.
Like
No,
spam.
No, bro.
Do you know what Devon is?
Yeah, bro.
Devon Heaven.
Bro, you're really throwing this story.
Go on.
Christian Webb's videos initially went viral in the early 2000s and showed him rapping in an extremely thick Doncaster accent about beating girls, taking drugs, and having sex with young girls.
Oh no.
Some of his lyrics included, "Have a can of Kestrel and I'll kick me, girlfriend's head in and fuck 'em while they're young." So he was like, it was obviously a parody, and he was like playing the character of like, you didn't get that?
No, it sounds like that's real rappers do those lyrics.
Yeah, so it was
Especially
a
back
parody.
in the Eminem days. Yeah, okay, I get it.
That's yeah, and then he got. According to Sun, one parent said the teacher was well liked at the school. However, his videos made him an inappropriate person for the job. So people said like kids don't realize it's a joke.
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, so it's like straight up your alley.
It sounds very
But
familiar.
the shit thing is, this was something he did in 2005.
Oh, that's
And he's
bullshit then.
He's got a fictional character that he played, and this is 14 years later. He's getting in trouble for
yeah,
it.
you can fight that.
Surely.
No, you can definitely fight that.
Like, and
I
if you're like,
guarantee it.
14 years makes a big difference to a person's life and personality.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that like teachers would have sex tapes.
Probably.
Like, if that comes out, what's going to happen?
I'll tell you the funny thing about sex tape.
Mm.
It's like, what? I was having sex. You guys always have sex. You just don't film it. It's not actually a bad thing.
It is if it gets out, because like it means Because people have sex funny, if you don't know that.
What?
Everyone has sex funny, so it is a bad thing if it gets out.
What do you mean sex funny?
Because you can watch them have sex and be like, that's bad form.
Oh,
Call that a thrust.
Is that why you haven't released one?
Yeah, definitely. I'm terrible at sex. I told you I filmed sex ones.
Did you? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did.
Tell us about it.
No, I'm not going to go into too much
I think
details.
that's a great thing you should talk about if you're going to bring it up.
Well, essentially, I'll give you the shortened version. Essentially, we watched it back, and it was
wait. Don't skip the story. How
No,
did you decide to do it?
No,
Yeah.
no.
What do you mean?
I just thought we'd do it.
Frenchy's
Just
shy.
thought we'd do it.
So you thought you'd
It
do
was
it.
like 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
was like
So you
10
thought
years
you'd
ago. It
do
was
it.
like
You
a
filmed it on a
Still set
Still
up
got it.
side of the bed.
Oh really? Tripod job.
It was on a bench.
Oh wow. Static.
And I started watching it back, and I never realized I was that lanky. Because I don't really see myself full body or like stuff like
Wide
that.
angle lens.
Especially at that time, I wasn't even filming the videos. So, like,
That's
my
funny,
legs were off
bro.
the bed, bro.
That's so
It was
funny.
really just like, it looked weird.
It would have looked like a telephone
Looked
pole
weird.
falling on a woman. Would have looked like a car crash scenario.
It
Oh my
was
god, that
very-
telephone.
And I was so much skinnier back then, too. It was very gangly.
That's so funny.
It was very
The
gangly.
poor lady's stuck under a rake.
It was weird. And it's one
Bro,
thing.
release
It's
it.
one thing to do when you're like.
Can you go write in the comments if you want Frenchy to release it?
It's one thing to
Release
do when
it.
you're aroused, but have you ever watched it? Oh,
Oh,
when
bro,
you're
I
not-
can't even imagine.
it's
I don't think I'd want
it
to
was
make a sex
difficult
tape.
watching. It got deleted very quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't even get through it. I was about 20 seconds. I saw. I was like, no, we got to delete this. Okay.
That's so funny, bro.
She was like, I look good. I'm like, I don't fucking. Who's looking at you?
Frenchy was there to
Look,
jerk
I was
off over
gonna
himself.
Jerk off over myself.
Oh,
but
shit,
Yeah.
that's
But yeah,
funny.
teachers. That's and I did ask about teachers. I was like, can I get fired for my videos? They're like, no, as long as you don't rip on the students or the school. If you're playing a character, you're fine. You're allowed to have a life
Really?
outside of school. But I get it. I get why you wouldn't.
What about like having sex with young girls? That's pushing it.
How young?
Just saying young girls. No, what the fuck? No, I'm talking about saying it like as a character in a
Okay.
video. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird because
Obviously you're gonna get fired if you're having sex.
I think
with
that's
young
weird
girls.
if you if it wasn't 15 years ago, if it was like that year, it is weird as shit. Even as
Yeah.
a character, no.
Yeah,
That's
that's pushing it as a
that's
teacher.
a no from me.
If I'm a parent, I'm like, fuck no, I don't want that freak.
That's a no from me, Tom. Fuck
So
yeah.
anyway, I'm teaching year 3 this year. So
Let's do one or two more stories, guys. We want to give you the audio you know and love.
nice.
I saved it.
Saved it.
Talk for a bit.
Did you see there's a clip recently of Joe Biden, who's one of the presidential candidates
Yep.
in America, and he goes, like he's on the left so they don't get like trolled as much, but he's getting old as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And he said this thing. He was like, "It doesn't matter if you're a rich person, no, if you're a." Oh, it was like if you're a poor person, if you're a rich person or a black person. He meant to say like rich and poor, but he said rich and.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And then he tried to backtrack. He was like, black or white or Asian, and he's like, everyone's like, oh, you fucked it, bro.
Fuck.
So good.
And was that in a debate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And he
tough.
tried to wind it back, but it's like, fuck, you fucked up.
I
dude.
would love to be in a debate, a
Yeah.
presidential election debate.
Yeah.
I think I'd be very good.
You only get like 45 seconds.
That's all I need, baby. So
Okay.
you see my sex tape?
I think we will be soon. Released on the Tom and Frenchy channel.
That'll get some clicks. Probably not. What if it got like 36 views?
That's
2
so funny,
dislikes.
bro.
Probably.
Slenderman attacks woman.
How much would you need to do a sex tape?
I don't know, a few more inches.
No. How much money?
I don't know. A lot.
$1 million?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Crowdfund $1 million, guys, and we'll get Tom to do a sex tape.
No one
Who
wants to see that.
would you do it with?
I don't know.
I think
probably
$1 million says otherwise. Would you do it with the missus, or would you just...
No, you can.
Yeah. No. Thank you for offering. I can't because there has been a breakup. Miley, Cyrus, and Liam Hemsworth. Thoughts on this?
I always thought they were a weird couple.
Yeah, always.
Because I don't know a lot about Liam Hemsworth. Like, I've seen him in shit, but you don't know much about his personality in the press.
He just seems like a chill Aussie dude, quiet,
good-looking dude.
heaps hot.
Yeah.
Heaps hot.
Like, he's not as hot as Chris Hemsworth.
No. But
he's hot.
He was like achievable hot.
Yeah.
Like Chris Hemsworth's like God hot. It's like, what is your
too
body? And you're that age?
I like Miley. I reckon she seems cool.
Nah, she's a Fruit Loop. I'd have to disagree on this one.
Okay.
She's a Fruit Loop.
Why's that?
She's just a fucking weirdo. Look at all her videos. Look at all, like, she was...
But that was marketing
Hannah
genius,
Montana
bro.
was cool. Hannah Montana was cool.
Yeah, you'd like that. She's your demographic.
She's just cool. How good are her songs? But yeah,
That wasn't a
Miley
real
Cyrus
person.
is weird. And then so they're still married. And then the divorce hasn't got final. A week after breaking up, she's posting a picture kissing a girl on Instagram.
That's hot.
It's pretty disrespectful to poor Liam.
If it was a
isn't it?
dude, it's worse.
It's the same.
It depends
It's the same.
It depends if she's actually like bi.
She is bi, for
Is she?
sure. Are you
Do you know
kidding?
that as a
Yes,
fact?
I know that as a fact.
I don't think you do.
I do.
If she's doing it as like a gag.
As a gag.
You know, like chicks do that sometimes.
Not in 2019, mate. You can't do that as a gag.
I don't know. Chicks probably still do it. Like, oh, we get drunk, we're best friends, and we make out.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
that happens.
Yeah, that's
I've
what
seen
I'm
a
talking
lot
about.
of movies where that happens.
Yeah, they're like, I'm your stepmother.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Miley Cyrus is just Liam's.
But you don't like
Liam
Betty.
deserves a straight like nice girl, like a Margot Robbie.
Nah.
No, who should he hook up with? Who would he be good with?
Margot's too hot for him.
Okay, who do you think's achievable for? Who should we? We're playing matchmaker. Who should we set them both up with now?
I can't think of any celebrities.
You can have Miley. Would you like her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Tom and Miley Cyrus, and Liam can get.
Frenchy.
No, I think he's straight. I'm pretty sure he hasn't responded to the old DMs. Jessica Malboy.
Interesting.
I'd like to keep it in Australian.
Right.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah, make a super talent.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Singing and acting.
and acting.
Oof.
Okay, next story. We're going to get through them quickly. Conor McGregor caught on CCTV allegedly punching old man who refused his whiskey.
Oh, jeez, that's disappointing.
He essentially tried to buy the whole bar shots, and this old dude just refused his whiskey. He's like, "Nah, it's shit." And so Conor McGregor,
He wouldn't drink it. You mean?
yeah, the old dude didn't want it, and so Conor McGregor just punches him. And I'll show you the footage here, Tom. Oh no, it's just gone. Okay, here he goes again. There's Conor McGregor there. There's the old dude. Boom. Did you see it?
And he was just like back
So the
to
old
him.
dude's like not even looking at Conor McGregor. He's sitting at the bar. Conor McGregor's like, boom, smacked him.
Jeez, what a fuckhead.
Oh yeah.
Like that just makes me sad. Like, bro, you know you're a professional fighter. You don't need to punch old men.
Oh,
at
Conor
the
McGregor's the fuckhead.
Yeah.
I thought it was the old man. Headbutting all his fist. Bro, he just headbutted poor Conor McGregor's fist. That's his money maker. And he wouldn't even have a shot of whiskey.
That's stupid.
Never refuse a free drink, mate. You know that.
I refuse a free
I
drink.
never turn down drinks.
What if you're not drinking? You just pretend to drink
I
it
pretend
and
to
waste
drink
their
it. You
fucking
know
drink.
that. You
That's
know that.
worse.
Or I give it to one of my friends who is drinking.
Nah, you just tip it out in the garden like a fucking weirdo.
Tip your face out my fist, bitch. Fuck you up.
Yeah, but so you think that's good?
No, obviously McGregor's lost the plot. He's on just drugs, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a true Hollywood story or documentary about Conor McGregor in 5-10 years.
It's
And
disappointing.
he'll
though when
finally
you see
admit
shit
all
like
the
that.
drugs he was on. He'll say, I was snorting enough drugs to kill a horse
Yeah.
every hour. Do you know what I mean? It will be.
It annoys me.
No matter how much drugs he says, I will not be surprised. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I'll check the other stories quickly. Oh, the Bali Aussie Rampage. We meant to talk about this last week. We run out of
You
time.
got the video?
There was a guy who...
I'll find it. Is
yeah.
the video on there? Yeah.
It's fucking insane. If
So
you didn't
let's
see
just
this
give it
video,
some context before the video.
So there was a Australian Conor McGregor on a night out.
Yeah, so this Australian tradie from WA got in a blackout in Bali, which I'm sure a lot of people do because they do They are known to put like fucked up chemicals in the booze as well.
Because
like,
they want to rob you.
Like ethanol and shit.
To rob you.
It's cheaper. It's
Okay.
cheaper. So this guy's got blackout drunk, and this footage has emerged that he doesn't remember of him going on a fucking rampage through Bali. Like, he double kicked some dude off a scooter.
Off a moving scooter. You hear the word rampage, you're like, oh, it can't be that
Yeah.
bad. My mate Jono's been on a rampage.
Yeah.
Moving scooter, double fly kicks him off. It's coming towards him now. Boom.
Oh, and the guy, like,
what the
fucking-
fuck?
Like, that would have
The
hurt,
guy
bro.
skids like 20 meters.
And it's just for no reason.
And he's
he
just
keeps
running around, and there's people,
There's
locals chasing him,
locals,
going.
Yeah.
And he's a different time. He just runs and jumps over a car.
Into a car. Like,
He jumps
and he
into
lands
a
it
car,
somehow.
flips
He's
over.
covered in blood.
That's fucking
So I just want to look up, because that
insane.
was a week or two ago. I think there's been an update.
He's getting
Ins-
charged.
Yeah, I just want to see Bali.
Poor bloke.
Rampage.
I had a mate, who used to jump on cars, but like stationary cars when we went out drinking.
Oh no.
Because we'd walk home together, and he found it funny to jump on the roofs of cars. Like at the
That's
time,
such a
I'm not
dick
gonna
move.
lie to you. At the time, it's funny.
Yeah.
If you've had enough drinks, that's funny.
When you're
Looking
younger,
back on it,
When
even in
you're-
the morning, I was like, "Fuck, you should not have jumped on
even
that
when
car."
you're 18 though, you do dumb as
He
shit.
jumped on his own car.
Broke it.
Yeah, he down at the roof. I was like, he's like, lol. It's still like I'm still laughing thinking about it, but yeah, it's disrespectful. He only ever did dents. He never like smashed windshields and stuff.
I'm trying to find.
Which makes it okay, guys. That's the moral for the day. If you jump on cars, don't smash windshields. Just
I
dent.
can't even find this.
Don't fly kick
So
people
let's just
off
say he's in trouble.
scooters. Yeah, he's gonna 10 years jail? You reckon?
Yeah, sure.
He's going to jail essentially,
Which is
actually deserved, to be honest.
deserved. That's stupid.
It was wild.
Wild.
And we're going to go interview him from jail next podcast.
Are we?
Yeah, why not?
Um,
That was all the stories I wanted to talk about.
I've got one random one we can quickly
Ooh.
go over. Nope, I lost it.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go through some reviews, see if there's any fresh
Okay,
ones. There
before we
might
go
not be.
through reviews, I want to talk to you guys about what I've been watching at the moment.
What's that?
World War II in colour.
Oh no, I've already heard this.
Tom's heard about it all the time. I'm
Like
not sure.
You know you're getting old because you're
I
watching
know I'm
World
getting
War
old because I'm
documents.
watching a documentary about World War II and I'm finding it so fucking interesting. It's like a movie. Do you know what I mean? It's like crazy. It's like, I didn't do modern history or ancient history or anything like that at school, so all this is new to me. I can't believe Hitler lost the war. He was winning. He made a few bad decisions. He should have won the war.
Is that why you called out Team Hitler before?
Hi,
I thought that
Hitler.
was weird.
You wouldn't say Team Hitler.
I
You'd
don't
say
know.
Hi, Hitler.
This is Australia.
But that's like it's very interesting because the documentary is only on the battles. Only on the battles.
Right.
So it's all about Hitler sent
Strategy.
this amount of troops here, they sent this amount of troops.
You do like the board game Risk, and it
I
sounds
love
very
the board game.
Risk.
It is Risk. That's
Yeah.
what Risk was based on.
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Crazy. And
But
the
it's really focused on the troop side.
the
is what I'm saying.
Japanese didn't have as much chance. They weren't winning like Hitler was. They were doing really well. But then, as you know, how they lost the war was they thought America were going to get involved. America weren't even in it yet.
Right.
All the citizens were like, it's bad, but we don't want to get in the war. Then they bombed Pearl Harbor from nowhere. Like that, the US had done a few annoying things like about trade and embargoes and stuff like that, and were blocking ships. And then once they bombed Pearl Harbor, it's crazy. Like they show footage of like the speech after the president's speech, and everyone's just like, "Let's fucking go,
Yeah.
America,
hectic.
baby!"
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So is it on
It gets me
Netflix or
jacked
what?
up. It's on Netflix. It's old. Some people would have watched it in school.
Right.
My housemate reckons he watched it in school. I'm like, he didn't.
I'll tell you a show I watched which was cool
Mm.
called Euphoria. It's like well known.
Is that about sex?
It's kind of like Skins.
Mm.
So it's like a new American one. It's got that chick Zendaya. She used to be on Disney or some shit.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not that hot in this.
Oh, Tom, she's not that hot now. Is that what you're saying?
No.
You
That wasn't
go,
it.
bro.
I never watched her on Disney, but I'm saying in this she's not that hot.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. But it's like kind of like Skins. There's a lot of sex and drugs and like.
How old are they?
I
Like high
think they're meant
schoolers?
to be high school.
Yeah.
Like
I hate watching
High school and
schoolers
college.
do stuff. So that's why I didn't watch Stranger Things 3. I couldn't watch
They're
Stranger
getting
because
too
it was like
old.
all young. That was like all young romance. It just makes me. It feels weird,
Yeah.
don't you reckon?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really hard to fap too. I had to do it.
Yeah, no, I think you'd like this one. It's actually
Euphoria. So there's our two. That's how you know you're getting old, guys. I'm watching a more documentary about World War II, and I'm fucking loving it.
I'm watching hip new
I'm
shit.
fucking loving it. And Tom's watching hip new shit that the kids watch.
Yeah, that's right. I'm staying relevant.
Staying relevant. I love that, brother.
All right, do you want to hear some reviews, French?
Also, yes, I
Okay.
do. I was also gonna, while we're talking about being hip, choking during sex. I've released 2 videos about that on my stand-up on my YouTube because I'm going on tour. If you haven't got your tickets, get them now. I'm going to every place in Australia. FrenchyComedy.com/tickets. There's a clip I dropped about choking during sex. Did you watch it, Tom? Oh, yeah,
Yes,
you helped me edit it.
I did, yes.
I sent Tom the clips to help me edit it. So if there's any stuff I should have cut, that's on Tom.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go.
All right. Frenchie, I'm a
Yes.
qualified hairdresser. Let me cut your hair.
Fuck yeah.
And Tom, I also have my Cert 3 in childcare if you ever need a babysitter for your next girlfriend.
That's
I'm here.
so funny.
That's from Tori.
Tori, where are you based? I would love a haircut. Because some people, especially because I'm in a trendy part of the city, because I'm a fucking trendy, they don't even know how to cut a mullet. They're like, what do you
Oh,
mean
really?
a mullet? I'm like, what do you fucking think I mean? A mullet. Like, they don't get the layering right because you need to, like, make it look like it's one long... To do it nicely. You can do a hack job, but if I'm going to get a haircut...
Bro.
What?
You're all fussy about your mullet.
Spent $30 getting a mullet cut. It was so sick.
That's too much for that.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Have you ever laughed so hard you see? Yeah, I did it while teaching. Now my 4th grade smells of doodle juice. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, that's it.
Two reviews. Because we are doing it earlier than usual. This is a Sunday we're recording this on. Hopefully we'll get it out to you tonight. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus. Thank you for having us, Hillsong Church. I will say that it was a really
They were
welcoming
very friendly
environment.
and they were nice to us.
And I can see why people go there. I'm still going to rip on it. I'm still going to rip on most religions and everything like we always do. So don't take it personally.
And fuck Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, fuck that fucking movie. Oh, don't. No, now I'm in a bad mood again. Let us know what you think. Catches.
Taya, you consider yourself a fire breather.